Tony was first approached about becoming president of Central Piedmont Community College, his first response was, why would I want to leave Pueblo, Colorado? I'm perfectly happy where I am. We're in a beautiful state. We have a great school. Our son was in school at the time, and we had a grown son who lived close by. So his first response was, I'm not interested at all.
Well, you didn't know it in the very beginning, but it didn't take long to realize that he was always on the move. There was never grass growing under his feet. He was like a juggler with 4 eggs in the air at one time. None of them hit the ground.
Central Piedmont Community College had a great reputation. It was well recognized as one of the best colleges in the nation. And he saw it as an opportunity to take something that was good and make it even better.
During the time that I led the Duke Energy Foundation, one of the strong priorities that we had was community development, and especially economic development. We determined early that community colleges could be a strong partner. The strongest of those partners was Central Piedmont Community College. They were willing to get into several different areas that we consider to be critical, and especially in the nuclear industry. They were extraordinary partners under Dr. Zeiss's leadership.
Tony always had the capability to build a case around what a major need was in the community college area, and that's really dealing with the literacy issues and some real deficiencies in our educational system. So when he'd make his case, he didn't walk in with the understanding that he's going to walk out with anything. He walked in with the understanding he's going to make his case and then follow up and follow up and follow up. And he's very much a long-term player when it comes to raising money.
Tony Zeiss and my dad were really good friends, business colleagues, and just confidants in each other. They both had a passion and a love for history and great sense of humor. And they loved to think about how they could build things and be innovative and impact the community.
You know, I remember one time we were in a board meeting, he came in and said, I think we need to establish a program in geospatial technology. None of us had any idea what that was, but you know, he said that's what we need because that's the future. And if you today have ever looked at Google Maps or have a GPS in your car, you know what geospatial technology is. That's just an example of being ahead of the curve. And when I say bold, I mean not only do you see the future, but you're willing to do something about it.
He's way ahead of everyone else in thinking out of the box, and it's a visionary thinking that I've never seen before. And that visionary thinking has had a huge impact not only on CPCC, which when he came was frankly a small community college. Now it's a campus, it's an institution, not just here near center city of Charlotte, but throughout this entire region.
Tony has always been very intentional as far as promoting diversity and inclusion. In the 8 years that I was at the Board of Trustees at Central Piedmont, we always have diverse backgrounds, professions, cultures. But not only that, we had differences of thought and ideological views. And that's what makes a board function. And this is how Tony built this college, the institution that it is today.
Tony's known for his passion, whatever the subject. You give him a microphone, you don't know when you're going to get it back. And that's a beautiful thing, because whether the guy's talking about workforce development, whether he's talking about his family, whether you're talking about history, particularly the Revolutionary War history of the Carolinas, the guy goes to school on whatever he's interested in. He's passionate about it. Again, that passion is infectious, and he makes you want to be a part of it.
No one is going to outwork Tony Zeiss. No one is going to have more passion than Tony Zeiss. No one is going to have more of a vision for the future than Tony Zeiss, and yet no one understands history more than Tony Zeiss. And I'll tell you, we're going to miss him.
When we first encountered Tony, he said, I want this college to be the nation's leader in workforce development. Not number 2, not number 3, but number 1. And that was a pretty bold goal, but the truth is we achieved it under his leadership. And I think he has had a fantastic influence on all those who work with him, and has led from the front and always led with great vision and boldness.
He's still going to be so involved with family. He's still, as a result of his faith, going to make some great contributions in this community and beyond this community.
I'm not sure that anyone other than his wife can put a handle on what drives Tony, but if I were to characterize it, I would say the desire to excel and to make a difference in this life for the benefit of others.